Hello and welcome to Schenectady, New York for today's home opener for Union College Garnet Chargers and men's lacrosse. They'll be taking on the Springfield Pride today. Both these teams winless early on in the season, looking for their first today. Union fell to Babson last weekend, another highly ranked team. Union started this season at 17th in the national polls, while Babson was sitting at 20th, and Union, in a hard-fought game, dropped to Babson. So 0-1 currently, but looking for their first win today. And as you can see, very interesting weather day here in the Capital District. If you woke up this morning anywhere near about Union College, it was sunny. It was 45, 50 degrees outside. It felt like a real spring day. And then since then, the temperatures have plummeted, and we had a pretty serious snow squall here for the last 20, 30 minutes. It just seems to line up in time for the face-off of this matchup. And speaking about the face-off, obviously big loss for Union, losing Matthew Pilato over the season. But there you'll see that is Luke McHugh, who had a good weekend last weekend against Babson, going 60%. He wins this one out to his wing and then tries to send that one down the sideline, but it trickles out of bounds and it'll go the way of Springfield. So a lot of replacements on this Union team. Obviously lost a lot of skilled players, especially to D1 transfers. We'll go over that as we can, but a Springfield player goes down. This defense has remained quite solid, but you'll see maybe an unfamiliar face if you haven't kept up in net. That'll be Thomas D'Angelo, the first year from Rochester, New York. He's carrying it up now, but still a very solid defensive core. So if they get him on track and just play the game they know, Union can have a great defense this year. As that pass goes high, early mistake from Kyle Goodwin, the sophomore defense out of Newton, Mass. Union able to get the ball back. In their loss against Babson, main Union scoring came from number 44, Walker Popko. He is a junior attack, a transfer from Stony Brook, but had 4 goals, so a lot of offense starting there. That one bounces high and wide. Don't know if the goalie got a piece of that one. Pass out front, easy shot, save. Wide open on the doorstep. I think that was Hazen Pike giving it a shot. Here we just talked about Popko. Trying to split 2 defenders, gets double teamed, ball hits the ground, and it's going to be picked up by a Springfield defender. Back and forth. Union had a couple good opportunities there, couldn't sink. But like I was saying, Union needs to find some replacements to the face-off X. They've had Luke McHugh, who's playing well so far. And offensively, I think they need to find a little bit more spread. Only 3 players with goals in that game last week against Babson. That was Popko, McAvoy, and Peter Kipp. Kipp is you'll really expect to see most of the scoring from on this team. He's the only returner in the top 4 in scoring last year that's still on this team. Over this past summer, they lost Zach Davis to Vermont. Michael Shaw and Jake Barty graduated. And then Matthew Pilato went to Rutgers. Shot, save. Ends up in the stick of a Union defender. That's number 6, Chris Weitzel, the junior defenseman from Newton, Massachusetts. Easy clear from Union, looking to push. That's John Sula. John Sula's going to shoot, and he scores! Sula on the fast break, catching the Springfield defense sleeping, rips one inside the left pipe, putting Union up 1-0. John Skula, one of the skilled returners for this Union midfield. At the LSM position, he's had a lot of awards in the past off seasons. He's been a starter for 2 or 3 years here, and he's already making an impact in the first day at home. Another face-off coming for Luke McHugh. This one he'll win to his wing. That's Patrick Riley, senior midfielder. Extremely skilled player. Was named to the All-Region team over this last summer. And along with John Sula and Peter Kipp, got some preseason awards. Matt McKenzie starting the Dodgers. That's one of the players we'll try to see step up. Emmett Lime, who had a lot of playing time last year, looking to take another step this year and really get into the spotlight, get into that top scoring position as the pass from Popko gets deflected out of bounds and looks like having a little bit of a disagreement. I was pretty confident that one was tipped out of bounds. And now the ref from the far side will run over, have a little bit of discussion, and will stay Union side on the ball. Great job by the ref being able to communicate there and understand his mistake, because pretty sure everyone could see that one was pretty clearly tipped. Starting up the offense, that's Matt Blasi, the senior midfielder. Shot flies wide, chased down by Popko. Was it Makai Taylor on the shot? He didn't get too much playing time last year, but speedy player was used often in transition, getting that clear. Shot flies, bouncer goes high. So another player looking to take a step up, looking to fill those scoring positions that Union lost. But right now, you're likely to see most of the offense from behind Popko and Peter Kipp, who had 6 of Union's 9 goals in their game last weekend. Shot clock running down, looking for the shot. Flies wide, no contact, so it'll be a shot clock turnover. No one even chases, so Union will pick it up on the end line. Springfield will pick it up on the end line. Looks like the snow is fully cleared, so we'll have a clear day for the rest of it, but the temperature is continuing to drop. Again, like I said, very warm this morning. Now we're sitting at 33, and actually looking at the forecast, looks like some more snow is coming in the near future. It's also became quite windy out here. Currently, the feels like it's 13 degrees. So a chilly one for this Union Springfield game as a quick shot off the dodge. Just enough to get his hands free and ripped one. That's going to be number 40, Mason Nocito, grad from Mopac, New York. Gets his 6th goal of the season. He's the leading scorer for this Springfield team. Springfield has had 2 games so far this season, dropping both of them. 8-9 loss against Nazareth, and then a 7-13 loss against Stevens. But Nocito has been instrumental in activating this offense as another face-off win goes for the Pride. Springfield doing a great job fighting off the wings. I think McHugh has had the best of all the clamps, but still 2 wins coming for Springfield. Matt Webb starting to dodge down the alley, draws 2. Patrick Riley recovers back inside and finds his man. Dodge in the middle, that's Nocito. Finds his space, dishes off the slide, and the shot goes. Number 49, Kevin Tierney. A little bit of a two-man game. Nocito is a great player. He demands respect. He dodges there, finds some space. 2 Union players go, and there's no 2-slide. Wide open on the wing. Sending one in was Tierney. Now up 2-1 with 9:26 left in the first quarter. Union's dominating right now in how much time they've had the ball, really, but the 2 offensive possessions we've seen for Springfield have been extremely potent, causing slides. And it looks like this Union defense just doesn't have the necessary communication at the moment to fill all those spots. Coming in for the clear, that's Seamus O'Neill. Send it up the sideline. Ends up in the stick of Liam McGovern. On the field right now. You'll have McGovern, Kip, McAvoy, Popko. Finds his way up to Kip. Initiating the offense is going to be Seamus O'Neal. Moves it around to Peter Kip. Peter Kip goes down the alley. Moves it around through X. Tries to find O'Neal on the crease, but no good. Well defended by the Springfield crease defender. Seamus O'Neal actually picks up the ground ball. Goes on a zone. Low shot. Easily saved by Caden Quirk. The senior goalkeeper from St. John's Prep. He's had a tough start to this year, but has already made a couple big saves in today's game. Shot flies. Another one from the wing. That'll be the same name, Kevin Tierney. Just another low to high snipe from the wing. This one, he was pretty well contested too. Not as wide open as his last, but able to make it go. And nothing too complicated coming from the Springfield offense right now. Just some nice ball movement, dodge, get it over to the weak side, and take your shots. And right now the shots are finding the net. Union needs to be able to tighten up on that backside and make sure to get hands on those shooters. 3-1 in favor of Springfield. Face-off violation going against McHugh. Ball to Springfield. Picking it up is number 47, Ryan McDonald, the senior short stick D-midi. Back on defense, short stick D-middies will be Jack Lucy along with Pat Riley. Starting up the Dodge is Roy Scalon, sophomore midfielder. Moving around through X. Back up to Scalon. Down to the wing. Back to X, that's Ryan Burkle. Bergmeyer gets it down low, shot, save. Coming for Thomas D'Angelo. Kyle Goodwin, the sophomore defender, trying to clear it by himself. Throws it to the other side of the field, and they'll get over the midline. Finds its way to Peter Kip, and Union will work on their subs. Coming on, that's Emmett Lime. He was a good part of this Union offense last year and really looking to have a breakout season this year, get into the upper echelon of scoring. Hazen Pike dodge, shot flies well wide of the cage. Chased down by Walker Popko. Dodge to the middle, Emmett Lime, shot, bouncer, goes right to the stick of Caden Quirk, but quickly turned right back over to Peter Kip. Kip sends it down. Union's going to slow it down now with a new shot clock. Finds his way up to Pike. Looking to dodge on the left alley. Splits to his left. Gets the switch with Lime. Lime now has the short stick. Going to dodge to the middle. Shot. Don't think that one ever made it through. Ends up on the backside of the crease, and Quirk picks it up. Quirk going for another home run clear. This time he'll make it. That's Jackson Lane, the grad short stick D-midi, carrying it over the midfield line. Union defense trying to sub at the midline. A little bit behind the play is Jack Lucy, but he'll get back in time. Springfield will bring on their last sub. Working in a 1-4-1 right now. They'll dodge and rotate. Back up top, go back to the wing. That's been their sweet spot so far. Oh, and now they find Aceto on the top. He dodges down to his right, pulls it behind. He draws the double team, but no real advantage. They take a big shot from the box line, and that was Kevin Tierney leading to the save, and now a turnover. And you can see there, that was Ryan Burkle, just first-year attack, telling the Springfield offense just to slow down, take their time. They have a reset on the shot clock, full 65 seconds. They have a 3-1 lead. You got to keep doing what you started to get the lead in this game, but you don't want to be too rushed about it. Down to the wing, shot. Flies high. No contact on that one. Shot clock stays where it is. Two players on this crease. The Union defense is staying really tight now. Trying to leave those shots from the outside, but so far those have been going for the Springfield team. Makes its way back to the point. Starting the dodge, Aceto to the wing. Shot goes! And I mean, this Springfield defense is just finding exactly what they want. That was number 29, Jake Deignan, the sophomore attack. Had 3 goals going into this game and gets another one there, and some good ball movement. You're going to start it off with Mason Aceto from the top. Takes a dodge, finds the wing. It's a short stick that comes out to cover the shot, but he was already tight. He was within 10, 12 yards. And those wing shots are what looks like Thomas DeAngelo, the first-year goalkeeper, has been struggling with so far this game. So a 10-yard shot from the wing going up against a short stick. That's a perfect matchup what the Springfield team's looking for, and they send that one deep into the cage. On the face-off again, a real scrum there, but John Sula hockeys it out of there and picks it up for himself. Gets it down to the Union offensive end. Union needs a goal, less to just get tight on the scoreboard, but more just to break the momentum of this Springfield team. It's been 4 straight goals, and that entire time Union's really struggled to possess the ball, and they really seem to have no answers defensively. Swim move. Doesn't get anywhere from Matt Blasi. They wrap around to the other side. Comes back up. Now Kip's going to try. Goes to his left. Draws the double team, moves it through X. Not quick enough. The defense has time to recover. The speed to the inside gets knocked down. Ground ball goes the way of Kip. Kip's going to start it in, wraps around X. A double team, feeds up top, and the defense is able to recover. Blasi, shot, flies wide. I think this Union team's being a little too tight on their dodges. They're getting the step, they're getting the double team, just need to move the ball quickly after that. Turn around, dodge, no good. Low angle, and able to make the save was Caden Quirk. Both these teams have been inconsistent trying to get their clears going. And it'll be a push. It looks like a good takeaway check, but I think the ref was saying he got on his back first, pushed him down, and then got the check. So it'll go the way of Springfield. But both these teams seem a little antsy right now, especially on the clears, trying to throw these home runs and just not having the clarity to complete them at the moment. The refs correct the quick start from Springfield. Now we'll go back to a very potent Springfield offense so far this game. Coming on is Riley Bergmeyer. He has 3 assists and 2 goals coming into this game. He sets a pick for Aceto. Roll to the inside, finds a lot of space, but sends that one wide. Tierney looking for another one. Had the great dodge, but was unable to make the shot go. Nacito working at the point. Union sending the short stick on them. Right now, that's number 26, Tyler Robbins. That'll make me think they're going to want to slide early to him. Looks like he'll set up his dodge now. Only 20 left on the shot clock. The Springfield team's really taking their time getting into their offense. Nacito uses a pick, dodges to his right, draws the double team, feeds to the wing. Ball gets down low, goes right back to Nacito. Rip flies wide. Chased down by Thomas D'Angelo, and he will win it. 20 seconds left, 4-1 favor of Springfield. Union looking to get some momentum before the quarter. Falls down to Emmett Lime. Lime dodges, sends it out to Kip. Feed to the inside, shot. A slow bouncer makes its way. The goalie was screened. That's number 44, Walker Popko, the leading scorer for this Union team early on in this season, and he gets one there, a big one, to break the streak of Springfield. He was able to find not really much space on it, but he was able to find positioning on the inside. Had two Springfield defenders on him, but a jumping bouncer makes its way past Caden Quirk, who's actually had a very good game so far today in goal. But that bouncer able to find its way in. Working on the face-off again is Luke McHugh. Looks like it's going the way of Springfield, but there won't be enough time for either team to get possession. It'll be 4-2 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back for the second. Back for the start of the second quarter. Quick intermission and a quick win for McHugh. Trying to work on the fast break. Gets it down low. No angle for the shot. Has to take it behind. Feed up top to Sula. Sula split dodge. Left hand shot. Flies wide. Going over some of the stats here. That'll take the Union lead in faceoffs 4-3. But Union already 3 turnovers. That's part of what's been killing them so far. But mostly just some good shooting from Springfield. Feed to the inside, backhanded shot. Never finds his way towards the net. Emmett Lime picks it up behind. Springfield defense takes a second to match up. But it'll all settle down as Peter Kipp takes it at the top of your screen. Dodges to his left hand, sends it back to Pike. Pike looking to re-dodge. He has the short stick matchup. Shot flies. Looked like that one got some contact with the goalie. It won't. It'll be a 27-second shot clock still. Difficult to see from up here. I'll trust the refs on that one. Feed behind. Goes back up top. Pike wide open. Shot goes. Takes 2 attempts, but he gets the second one. Wide open, 10 yards out from the net, and he'll get that one every time. 2 straight for Union, now 4-3. Still in favor of Springfield. It's the first real lapse we've seen from the Springfield defense so far. But a big one at that, leaving Hayes and Pike one of the top scorers that Union has left after an exodus of 3 of their top 4 scorers from last year. Hayes and Pike wide open, 10 yards out. Another quick win for McHugh. He looks to have made some adjustments, as he didn't have any of those in the first quarter, but now that's 2 in a row. Easy wins for him. No fast break off that one. Union will just wait for their subs. On came Makai Taylor. Sula has the ball. He's staying on the field. He'll be working with a line of Matt McKenzie and oncoming Blasi. Blasi dodges to his right, sends it around to McAvoy. McAvoy up top. Shot flies high. It's Makai Taylor on the sweep dodge. We saw a lot of his presence last year using his speed on the clear, but this year looks like he'll be taking more of an offensive role. Feed behind, well away from R.G. McAvoy. Trickles out of bounds. And picking it up on the end line will be Angus Oliveira, the first-year defenseman from Little Compton, Rhode Island. Springfield, with some effort, able to get the clear, but still fighting at the midline. And a distressed pass while getting jumped by a pair of Union defenders finds its way out of bounds right in front of the Union sideline. No one picking it up for Union. Seamus O'Neill comes in for the clear. But it'll be Kyle Goodwin, sophomore defenseman from Union, Mass, who carries it over. Kai Taylor starting the dodge from the top. Splits to his left and then passes it off to Popko. Popko draws a double team, but holds on to it for too long, and the double team is successful, puts the ball on the ground. John Sula able to rush in to defeat the fast break. Great effort there, but a quick dodge, finds space, goes off the pipe. Able to be collected by Thomas D'Angelo. And right back to a Union offensive set. Quick dodge, Archie McAvoy. Wraparound goal. It looked like Caden Quirk had it for a second. I think Quirk thought he had it for a second. But McAvoy is able to get it go, tied up 4-4. And this has been a game of streaks so far. Union opened up scoring 1-0. It turned into a 4-goal streak for Springfield, and now right back a 3-goal streak for Union. Part of the change in this second quarter has been so far Luke McHugh has won every faceoff. Union has really not had any turnovers while they've taken advantage of Springfield's. And there's Luke McHugh switches it up a little bit, wins that one back to himself but another win for him. Quick clear goes the way of Chris Weitzel. He'll run, try to work on this fast break. Springfield defense gets in quick enough. Subs come on. First on will be Hazen Pike. He'll be working with a line of Finbar Holland, first-year midfielder from Braintree, Mass. And Emmett Lime. Lime with the dodge now. Feeds it behind to McAvoy. McAvoy sends it back up top. Pike with the dodge. Sends it up to Kip. Kip will slow it down. Goes to his left hand on the wing. Takes that shot. Low to high, but that one flies real high and out. Chased down by Popko. Another shot flies wide. Picked up on the end line by Popko. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Pike to start it up. Spin dodge. Sends one. Blocked out front. A great move, but a great job by the short stick D midi. That was number 50, Anderson Norman, getting out in front and blocking that shot, putting his body on the line. Another shot comes from Union. That one flies wide. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Starting it up with Peter Kipp. Union sideline counting him down. Sends it to Pike. Pike has some space. Sends it low. Oh, and able to get it go is Popko. Low angle shot. And Caden Quirk bit too hard on the pipe. He got his stick upfield and was able to find himself just a little bit of angle. His body was basically on goal line extended, but his stick was able to find some extra degrees and get that one to bounce in. 5-4 in favor of Union. 9:24 left in the second. And Union is dominating in the shots category, 23-10 right now. Union's really had most of the offensive possessions, but a really potent offense from Springfield in the later goings of that first quarter is what gave them a good lead. Luke McHugh had the better of the clamp on this one. Sends it his way. It would have been Springfield ball, but a whistle from the referee will keep it the way of Union. Picking it up is John Sula. John Sula sending it over to Blasi. Midfield line coming in. We Makai Taylor, Blasi, Brendan Powers, the first-year midfielder from Linfield, Massachusetts. Blasi taking it to his left. Was about to go goal line unsettled, moves it around. Makai Taylor has some space. Sends it to the inside. A rolling shot goes wide. That was Popko, who was on the crease and able to send that one towards the net. Kip starting it up. Goes to his left, turns to his right, shot flies. Blocked out front. Many people confused with his location there, but Kip tracks it down and scoops it before it can go out. And that'll be a ward against Union. They'll catch Powers for using his offhand. Springfield tries a quick restart, but Union defense able to get in the hole quick enough. Now they'll match feet on the change. Short stick D midfielders will be Pat Riley working with Jack Lucy. And the LSM will stay John Sula. Lucy getting dodged on here. Finds space on the inside. Shot. Big time save. It bounces out, and Patrick Riley will run the fast break. He has space. Rips it. Bounce wide. Patrick Riley, one of the premier short stick defenders. Part of what makes this Union defense so good. And now we'll get a timeout for Springfield. 7:35 left in the second quarter. 5-4 in favor of Union College. Both teams walking back on the field. Springfield taking a timeout to try to recapture some of that magic they had in the first period. Sorry, saying period now, first quarter. Been a lot of hockey so far. First time we've had lacrosse. And I woke up this morning thinking it would be a beautiful day to start the season. Clouds rolled in now, and it's dropped significantly. It's a chilly one out there. Doesn't quite feel like March. Peter Kipp with the ball. Moves it over to McKenzie. McKenzie dodges to his right. Draws two. Spins. Springfield defense is able to recover. Emmett Lime tries to feed. That one flies high. McAvoy got a stick on it, but was unable to control. Clear starting up with Quirk. LSM drops it up for a near defender. And carrying it over is going to be Bergmeyer. Now Nacito, the top scorer for the Springfield team up top. He beats his man. A long feed to the backside allows time for the Union defense to recover. Now Nacito picks up the long pole. Dragging the short stick out behind. Looking to start a spark. Nacito, 13-yard rip, flies wide. Chased down by Burkle. First-year attack. Tierney sends it up to Nacito. Nacito now has a short stick matchup versus Pat Riley. Normally something you would love to take advantage of, but Pat Riley, one of the premier defenders on this Union team. Wide open shot. Tierney had the space, had the time. That's the shot he sunk earlier, but was unable to get that one go. Only 7 left on the shot clock. It looks like Springfield's just going to roll this one into the corner. They'll toss it to the far. And Union will just let Thomas D'Angelo pick it up on the end line. On the clear, they're going to look for O'Neal from the box. He'll take it and make an easy run past the midfield line. Gets picked up by the pole at midfield. Eats a few checks. And he'll get it to the attack. In Popko. Popko and Kipp. Union waiting for their subs. Midfield line coming on. That'll be Mike Wall. We're seeing a lot of variation in these Union midfielders. A lot of young players getting an opportunity. Coach Weatherford trying to find who will be their premier scorers outside of Kipp this term. Kipp sends one wide. McAvoy out back. O'Neal. O'Neal spins. Gets to his left hand, doesn't take the shot. Now finds his way up to Kipp. Kipp takes a step down, flies wide. Goes back to Popko. O'Neal starting with a dodge. Gets tripped up, goes to his left, feed to the inside, won't hit its mark. McGovern was trying to catch that one. It trickles out of bounds. McAvoy makes a dive to try to save it at the end line, but not enough. Patrick Riley trying to jump the pass there. He'll move on to guard Scalen. Scalen dodging in the middle, draws the double team. Rip. Looks like that one got some contact, but ends up on the end line. Lucy defending. Double teams drawn, feed to the inside, wide open, and he gets a two-timer. Kevin Tierney, open on the crease, shoots one, bounces off the pipe, and gets another attempt, and that one he won't squander. Tierney with his second of the day, breaking the Union streak, now tied 5-5. 3:29 left in the second. That'll be his third of the game. Tierney only had one coming into this game with 0 assists. What's coming alive today? Not doing too much dodging, but just finding the right spots, finding the holes in the Union defense, and making his shots count. Win comes for Luke McHugh, trying to run the fast break. There's no break. The shot comes from Kip and bounces wide. I'm sorry, that one was actually picked up. Saw two players chasing it. It was caught in my blind spot, but that one was picked up by Caden Quirk. And a fumble near the midfield line. He'll be able to get it back. That's Gavin Carzello. Grad LSM. Brady Soldo. He'll be working with Matt Webb, along with Nacito on this midfield line. Burkle, the first year, briefly tries Chris Weitzel before passing off to Nacito. Nacito finds space. Low shot, flies wide. Chased down by Burkle on the end line. Burkle still working against Weitzel. Passes behind, short stick matchup at X. Goes back to Burkle. Forces a switch from the Union defense. Ball bounces high. Nacito, big opportunity, unable to make it go. The Springfield defense is doing a great job making the Springfield offense is doing a great job of making the Union team move. Just need to be able to complete those few extra passes to get the shot. But when they have made those passes, it's been all green for players such as Kevin Tierney, who we just mentioned. He's been taking advantage of all those great passes when Springfield's able to make them. Shot from the wing, bounces low. A great spot to put it. Number 19, Matt Webb, the junior midfielder from Northport, New York. A sidearm low bouncer finds the 5-hole of Thomas D'Angelo. And again, no real super talented Dodgers here on the Springfield team. No one's taking their man one-on-one to the goal, but some great passing, finding open spots, and putting good shots on net is working for the Springfield team now with the lead 6-5. And they're slowly crawling back in shots as well. We got 29-20 right now. Both teams have calmed down a little bit. We've seen a decrease in turnovers, which is kind of an Achilles heel, especially on the clear earlier. But Springfield 3, Union 8 on turnovers right now, so that's a big difference in the possessions of this game. Union has taken the lead in face-offs. It was even in the first quarter. Now Union has a substantial lead, 8-3. It's pretty much won every face-off this quarter. Another one coming here for Sula. There's been some great solo work as Sula toe drags past the LSM of Springfield. Looks like Coach Witherford will take a timeout, has to talk over some kind of strategy. 2 straight goals for Springfield, looking to regain momentum with the last minute 13 of this first half. We'll be back for that in a moment. Back for the final minute 13 of the first half. This important game between Union College and Springfield. Both these teams, again, looking for their first win of the season. Springfield 0-2, Union 0-1. Dodge to the inside from Hazen Pike. Spins again. Sends down to Matt McKenzie. McKenzie pulls it out. He has the short stick matchup. Bodies up and then sends it to Peter Kipp. Kipp working on the wing. Union player goes down. That's Emmett Lime. Now Kipp's going to sweep across the top. He now has the short stick matchup. He's going to slow down, trying to take advantage of this. 47 seconds left. Kipp goes down the right alley. Has some space, but sends it behind. An errant pass is handled by Popko. Lime now works it behind. Back up top to McKenzie. McKenzie with the short stick. McKenzie draws the pole. Skip pass up top. Shot flies high. That opportunity coming from Hazen Pike. 21.5 left, 19 on the shot clock. Kipp up top. He has the pole matchup. Feed a little bit low for Popko, but he's able to control. Under 5 seconds. Lime up top, feed to the inside, finds Kipp. Kipp turns around, tries to find a wide open Popko on the back pipe. It'll be a shot clock violation, and that hypes up this Springfield team. A big stop before halftime. They hold the lead 6-5 in favor of Springfield. We'll be back for the second half of this exciting lacrosse game. Both these teams fighting for their first win of the season. Back for the start of the second half. To recap those just joining with us, Union opened up scoring with a 1-0 lead. Then a big streak came from Springfield. Took it game to 4-1. Union was able to take it back and tie it up. And this is Springfield's first clean face-off win in a while, but face-off man gets taken down and the ball goes the way of Union. Union then able to tie it up with a streak of their own. And then since then, 2 straight goals for Springfield to bring us where we're at, 6-5 at the start of the second half. This Springfield team has just done a great job finding some holes in the Union defense and putting good shots on net, and that's how they've gotten the goals they have. Haven't been able to shoot as much as Union and haven't had as much offensive side time, but have made their shots count. Peter Kipp struggles with one. A good check keeps it on the floor. Ground ball goes in favor of number 14, Jackson Lane. I want to give credit there to number 10, Reese Whitney. He had the check to keep that ball on the ground, leading to the cause turnover. It's been Union's biggest struggle so far this game is their turnovers. Both teams start off a little bit shaky in their clears, but while Springfield has cleaned their own side up, Union has not. Get you the stats here in a second. Currently 7 turnovers to 3 as a quick goal comes the way of Springfield, making it 7-5, and they keep their momentum flowing from the first half. Second of game for number 29, Jack Deegan. Deegnan. And back to the face-off X. This is where Union improved in the second period, getting those face-off wins, which helped them chip away at that 3-goal deficit they got themselves in early. This ground ball goes away to Patrick Riley. Patrick Riley starting the fast break. Sends it to Kipp. Kipp's going to shoot this one. Bounces that one wide. Union's got to be able to put a few more shots on net. Worry a little bit less about placement. They've had a lot of prime opportunities that they've let fly wide. That one looked like Kipp had a great chance on the ground, but pulled it across his body too much and bounced it about a yard to the left. Hazen Pike going to start up the offense. He is the short stick matchup. Pike switches to his left using a pick from Popko. Pike gets the double team. Dishes it off to Emmett Lime. Emmett Lime has space in the middle. He drives. Shot goes! Emmett Lime is first to the game. A sidewinder makes his way through. A lot of space in the middle. Not a lot of respect there from the Springfield defense. No slide. And Emmett Lime, a player that this Union team really needs to step up this year, gets his first goal of the game, and I believe that will be his first of the season. It will. 0 points last week, but had 4 shots and able to come alive now when Union needs him most. 7-6 in favor of Springfield. Back to the face-off X. This battle between Luke McHugh and Vincent Cialdone. Springfield gets the better of this one, a clean face-off win, and able to handle control. Bringing on their midfield line, it'll be Nacito first, leading goal scorer for this team. He'll be working with Bergmeyer and Matt Webb. Webb goes to his right, has all the space. Shot goes right to the stick of D'Angelo. Easiest save he could have had. And the ball will go back the way of Union. Running it over, that's number 25, Jack Lucy, the short stick D-Midi. He'll make the clear by himself and dish it off to Kipp. Springfield tries to sub 2. They're briefly man down, but I don't think Kipp realized it quick enough to make advantage. But a quick pass down to Makai Taylor. He sweeps across and sends one wide. I think Union just got to calm down a little bit, get more of these shots on net. They haven't tested Caden Quirk too much. He made a couple good saves early, but Most of their shots have been wasted on the end line. Kai Taylor dodging on the far side, moves it around through access. McAvoy. McAvoy bodies up with his defender before dishing it out. Looks for a feed to the inside and gives it off to Kip. Kip bodying up with the long pole. They'll move it around again. Now finds his way to Blasi. Blasi, triple teamed, sends a shot from 15 yards out, and that one bounces wide. 3 seconds on the shot clock. It looks like Popco will just toss this one into the corner to be picked up by Springfield. Picking it up, that'll be number 10, Reese Whitney. Whitney will run it up his sideline and send it back to his goalie in Quirk. Whitney working to get past McAvoy. Finds some space in the middle and dishes off to a midfielder. That's Matt Webb. Webb carries it over. He's got the matchup versus Lucy. Nacito will be the final sub, it looks like, for the Springfield offense. He's working with number 12, Brady Soldo. It'll be Soldo, Webb, and Nacito. Webb with the ball right now against Lucy. Lucy doing a good job forcing him down the alley, not letting him get topside. Lucy continues to stay high, is harassing Webb. Nacito drawing the long stick matchup, while Soldo has Patrick Riley behind. Riley playing some great one-on-one defense. Another dodge from behind. A switch between Weitzel and Riley. Trying to make use of this Riley matchup again. Able to get a shot off, but it bounces wide. Picked up by Soldo. There's a little bit of confusion here. I think it's going to be with the shot clock. One ref signaled for possession to go the way of Union. So confusion there. We had a shot clock reset. Then there was an argument saying there shouldn't be one, and then there was a shot clock reset. So it'll be Springfield ball with 60 seconds. Dodge leaves Jack Lucy yards behind, but Webb won't have much to make of it. That'll be our 3-time goal scorer, Kevin Tierney, working against Lucy. This is a matchup he likes, but he's been more of a spot-up shooter today rather than a dodger. Now it's Nacito, who statistically is the main goal scorer. Actually might have lost it so far in this game to Tierney, but he has been an instigator of most of their goals. Shot flies to the outside, hits the side of the net. D'Angelo's able to pick that one up inside the crease. Sends it out to Weitzel. Weitzel running it up the near sideline. Going to run in some traffic at the midline and throw it down to Emmett Lime. Shot goes. A diving shot coming from Popco. Puts that one top shelf and ties it up 7-7. 8:26 left in the third. Pike will get the assist. Great shot from Popco, and that's kind of what I've been talking about. Just got to put some more shots on net for this Union team. I think just some good placement. You don't need too much speed. Some good placement can get it to go on this goalie. And that one, while close, he had a difficult positioning to get that shot, but puts it in a difficult spot, off stick side, and it goes. McHugh wings it, carries it down by himself. No fast break to be had, so he'll just pull it out and pass it to Kip. Kip working. Midfield line will stay Lime, Pike, McKenzie. Sorry, that's not McKenzie. That's 49, not 29. As Pike takes a shot, rips that one, goes far left, diving to chase. It was Caden Quirk, but he's not fast enough. To repeat, the midfield line will actually be Finbar Holland, the first-tier midfielder from Braintree, Mass. Dodging from behind, that's McAvoy. McAvoy gets his defender to trip over the goal, feeds up top. But a quick double team to Lime prevents any advantage from being gained. A shot, save from Pike. And now that's going to be a trip. Flag goes up in the air, first of the game, and a second flag slashing him while he was on the ground. Still having the ball, a free play, shot from Tierney, and it goes. Couple crucial mistakes there from Union. But that play all starts in net with Quirk. Great job. Gets the save versus Pike on a stick side high shot. Able to turn it into a home run clear. Goes the way of Springfield. Springfield gains 2 penalties, gets the free play, and a big shot from Tierney. Just another spot-up shot from that far wing side where we've seen him pretty much have all of his goals today. He had 1 from the inside and now 3 from the wing. Gets the advantage. Both those penalties will be wiped. I don't know if it was 1 penalty. The succession of the flags made it seem like 2, but could have both been called on the push. Either way, they're wiped off now from the Tierney goal. Luke McHugh, another great face-off win. A tough pass controlled by John Sula. Sula sends it to Kip. Kip back up top. Union offense calming down, taking a breath. Down by 1. That's Blasey in. He's going to be on the midfield line with Mackay Taylor and Brendan Powers, the first-year midfielder from Linfield, Mass. Quick save. They'll go back out. No home run clear this time. Subs come in. Union's a little late, but no matter. No advantage to be had. Scalen working against Mackay Taylor, stuck on defense. Shot low. Good save coming from D'Angelo. A skipping bouncer going for his 5-hole, able to make the save. Emmett Lime catches it, trying to push the advantage. But a good stick knocks it down, and number 9, Michael Manning. Manning gets the ball and sends it over the midfield line. Union late on the switch. Union was 2 players late on the switch. That seemed like an early shot from Tierney. They had briefly a 6-on-4. So Union was a little bit late on one switch, but also just had some confusion. No player went onto the field. Now they'll have both of their short stick D middies in Lucy and Riley. Riley looking to push him down the alley. Does a good job. Gets the double team, though. Whips around, open on the backside. Union's able to recover nicely. Lucy defending Soldo. Soldo takes him to his left. Good defense from Lucy. A pick on the inside opens up that shot, but it flies wide. Reset the shot clock. That's Tierney, the big goal scorer of today's game, and he makes a great spin move. Looks like Riley was upset about the early slide. The 2 Union players bumped into each other on the spin move by Tierney and left him wide open. Seems like Union's been a little bit early with some of these slides, especially because of how the Springfield team's been scoring. It hasn't really been on dodges. It's been on moving, finding the spot-up shooters. I think the Union short stick D-Mays have done a good job at defending, but this Union defense has been quick to slide. There they slide and actually might have hurt Patrick Riley. He was doing a good job of pushing him down the alley. And then a little bit of confusion on the slide. The spin move comes, and Riley's not there. Leads to a 9-7 lead in favor of Springfield. Union midfield line is going to be Lime, Pike, and I believe Henry Coydance. It's the first time we've seen a senior attackman from Lakeville, Connecticut today. Lime's looking to start it up. Dodges to his left. Has some space. Splits two defenders, but the shot never makes it. Gets deflected out front and bounces back. Chased down by McAvoy. Good move from Lime. Already has one goal in today's game. Shot or feed, couldn't tell, but it was blocked right in front by number 50, Anders Norman. Ground ball goes in favor of Springfield. Now looking for the clear. Gets to midfield with Jackson Lane, the short stick D-Midi. Lane carries it over and sends it down to his attack. The switch is made. Nacito has the ball. He's going to work with Soldo. Soldo up top with the short stick matchup. That's Tyler Robbins, the Union College short stick D-Midi. He's working with Lucy, no Pat Riley on this possession. Springfield's going to look to take advantage of the lack of the preseason All-American. Lucy defending behind. Good move, finds space. Tierney again has it open. Takes the shot. Chased down by Springfield. Soldo's trying to take advantage of the short stick matchup, dragging him behind again, but drops the ball. A great check by Lucy. Ball almost goes out. It's tipping on the end line. And it was out on Lucy. Refs whistle a push. Loose ball will stay the way of Union. Union gets their subs. That's Makai Taylor with the ball. He'll be working with Brendan Powers and Matt Blasi. Taylor uses his speed from up top. Shot goes right to the stick of Quirk. Union's had a lot of good offensive opportunities, but the shot placement hasn't been quite there today. Quirk made a few good saves in that first quarter, but at times Union's made his job a little bit too easy for him, either by sending them wide or sending them stick side high. Springfield back with the ball. Just under a minute left in the third quarter. Still a 2-goal lead for Springfield, looking to make it 3 before the end of the quarter. Step down, that's Patrick Riley. Looks like Union might have switched to a zone concept. They have. Bouncing pass, scooped up by Nacito. Sula not afraid to go out and challenge. Another difficult pass. This one picked up, actually leads to an advantage for Springfield. Nacito dodged from the point. Overhead check by Sula. Great job. Leads to the ground ball. Picked up by number 28, Kyle Goodwin, the sophomore defenseman. Kyle Goodwin getting jumped at the box. Able to make it pass and get it to his offense. Union switches to the zone. It looks like it has some success. Able to hold down the fort under a minute left and give his offense some attempt. Under 10 seconds left. Emmett Lime dodges, draws the double team, but doesn't find a pass. Now it's Kip. Kip from 15 yards out tries to send one, flies wide. 1.4 seconds left. Pass, shot. Hazen Pike sends it wide. And we'll go into the fourth quarter 9-7 in favor of Springfield. Back to the face-off X. Currently 9-7 in favor of Springfield. It's a little bit of a back and forth third quarter, but Springfield was able to sustain their 2-goal lead. We saw Union briefly switch to a zone concept at the end of that third quarter, which worked beautifully. As wide open in the middle, John Sula just confused down low. That was number 7, Gavin Carzello, the grad LSM from Westfield, Massachusetts. Just wide open in front of the net, and not a real complicated fix there. You can't leave men open on the crease. Definitely some kind of communication error. I think John Sula should have had him, especially because he was the LSM. John Sula was down low. You could see him running off. Was maybe trying to communicate some kind of switch with a short stick to get himself on a more dangerous threat, but anyone's danger if you put him one-on-one on the crease. Luckily, though, for Union, a face-off violation will go against Springfield. Now they'll have an attempt to get that goal back. Midfield unit. It's going to be Finbar Holland, along with Emmett Lime and Hazen Pike. Pike has some space. Faked a shot, now sends it behind to McAvoy. McAvoy working against the pole. McAvoy under some pressure, rolls away, throws it up top. Now Holland. Holland to his right hand, sweeps across the top, has some space. Now double teamed, checked, able to throw it out just far enough so Emmett Lime can get there before the defenders can. Now Kip working, dodges down the alley, rolls back, goes back to Lime. Lime sweeps across the top, uses his pick. Turns back, tries to split the double team, a check comes. Ground ball from number 23, Angus Oliveira. Just Union offense trying to do a little too much individually. A couple of times this Union team has split doubles, and now Popko gets a turnover right in front. Popko shot, goal. Yeah, and that looks like it's going to be a penalty against Union. Popko stood over one of the defenders and flexed on him, and one of the referees did not like that. He'll be locked in. That's going to be Popko's 2 straight 4-goal games. But don't love to see. It was a very slight taunting there, but you could definitely tell it was intentional. I want to see what the time on this is. He is locked in, so this could be really dangerous. 1 minute locked in. Springfield will start with the ball, but a crucial mistake in a 2-goal game while Union's down. We haven't really had any penalties so far in this game. We had one down, and Springfield actually ended up scoring on the free play. That's the only one we've had so far this game, so we actually haven't seen any EMO or EMD. This will be our first set. Out there for the Union defense, it'll be Shane Lazzetti, who's the first time I think we've seen him today. As a high pass goes, Union has a good chance at the ground ball. Sula, a hockey, takes it himself. Great job from Sula. It's a big-time turnover to go the way of Union. Dropped at midfield. Briefly taking away the breath of Union fans, but they're able to get it back quickly and clear with Mackay Taylor. Mackay Taylor has a chance. Feed on the backside, and it goes. Archie McAvoy. Feed from Mackay Taylor. Able to send one in, making it a 1-goal game on the short-handed goal. Maybe some clairvoyance here. People might have thought it was a bad decision for the taunting from Popko, but maybe a little bit of clairvoyance. He knew that Union needed a short-handed attempt to get going, and Union's able to make the most of it there, down to a 1-goal deficit. Some crucial mistakes from Springfield, a turnover in front of their own net on the clear, and now a turnover on the offensive end on the man up turns into a goal for the short-handed Union team. Luke McHugh gets the better of the clamp. He's going to be pressured. A few checks on his wrist, but he's able to run away. Still double teamed. Gets to the Union defense and looks like they'll be able to cleanly clear this one. Oh, and jumped at the midfield line by the attackman, and that one might be a loose ball push. Yeah, it will be a loose ball push. Ball going the way of Springfield. A great effort play. See who that is. I believe that's number 42. Now running off the field with an injured shoulder, Ryan Burkle. Great effort play chasing down the Union defender in midfield was number 32, Chris Connolly. Patrick Riley defending. But a great effort play and a mistaking Union. Both these teams, a couple of crucial turnovers in the last few minutes. It was going the way of Union, then Union getting a little bit too complacent on their own clear and giving up another turnover. Turnovers have been part of the reason that Springfield's been so prolific in this game, which had so many extra possessions from the Union turnovers. But it looks like the script was going to flip in the last few minutes. 2 goals from Union based off of turnovers on the Springfield side, but now back the other way. Springfield needs one to regain the momentum that they've held for most of this game. Union defense is staying stout, now under 20 on the shot clock. Dodge down the alley, fighting against Lucy. That's Webb. Webb feeds down low. Tierney again. Tierney has been having an electric game, and he catches that one on the near wing, takes 2 steps up and rips it from 11 yards out, finds space, and gets one in low against Thomas D'Angelo. And Tierney's been an animal so far this game, now making it a 2-goal lead. I believe that might make it 6 for Tierney. Outstanding day, double hat trick. Luke McHugh wins the face-off, but gets a hit. That will be called. Looked like a relatively clean one for me, but most of the calls have gone against Union so far this game, so a little bit of an equalizer there, giving Union a chance. And I'm sure Coach Witherford won't ask any questions. 10:35 in the 4th, down by 2. This Union offense needs to get cooking. Mackay Taylor has the assist on the last goal, sweeps across the middle, sends it out to Blasey. Blasey down low, finds McAvoy. McAvoy feed backside, Popko. Popko goes, but it'll be in the crease first before the shot gets off. McAvoy had to dive to make that feed, no goal. Lucky break for Springfield off a great play by McAvoy, but just didn't have the timing perfect to get that goal. A reasonable call from the referees, but a really tough one to hear for Union fans. Looked like a miraculous play by McAvoy, but refs say he hit the ground first before the shot went in. Some great defense from Patrick Riley working against Nacito. Nacito spins off Riley, goes down the alley, a double team comes. They're going to stay on this one, ball hits the ground. Great job on the Union double team, getting the ball back against a talented player like Nacito. Now running the other way. Sula makes an ill-advised pass to the middle to Patrick Riley. Now ground ball goes in favor of Springfield. Shot low, bounces off the pipe. Ground ball skips all the way out, now goes out of bounds. Ball will be in favor of Union. Union able to recover the ball, but a really ill-advised pass in the middle. That's just the mistakes that Union's had this game that has led them to this deficit. I think they've had the better of play, at least offensively. They've had more time with the ball. They've had more shots overall, but some defensive lapses and just turnovers on clears and unnecessary ones have led to the Springfield lead in this game. And Springfield's just done a great job of capitalizing on small holes in the defense and hitting their shots. Cut across the top for Kip. Kip rolls back. Looking for Hazen down low. Double team. Hazen's open. Bouncer stopped by Quirk. It bounces past him slowly, but he's able to cover that one before McAvoy comes in and steals it. As I said, I was harping on some of the mistakes for this Union team, but Springfield team hasn't been innocent as well. They had a bad turnover in front of their own goal, which led to a goal for Union from Popko. Now a defenseman stuck. Makes the pass. Good job. That was number, I believe, 36, Troy Van Orden. Oh, sorry, that was Toby Oliveira. Back on the offensive end, Union short stick defenders. That's Scalen. He's going to be defended by number 26, Tyler Robbins. Robbins looking to push him down the alley. Does a good job of that, but a quick double team on a non-dangerous Scalen. Robbins is able to recover. Now dodge across the middle. Diving for the ground ball. It'll be a hold. I think on that loose ball, you could see two players get tangled up there and both went to the ground. The hold will go against Springfield. Tough to see from our angle up here. A lot of Springfield fans complaining below, but referee had a great look at that play and went to hold against Springfield. Another Union opportunity, and they need to take advantage. Working is going to be number 45, Mike Wall. Wall is with Brennan Powers. Ball goes back to Wall. Popko. Popko slips, makes a one-handed pass. It's juggled by Wall, but it'll be able to take control. Has his defenseman hung over the net, makes a feed up top to 25 Powers. Mackay Taylor trying to split a double team again. This Springfield team has done a great job of, Union's been using these weak picks up top that don't seem to be doing much, but the Springfield team has been double teaming them every time as Springfield jumped in midfield. Bad pass, trickles out of bounds. Ball will go the way of Union. Timeout, looks like he'll get the timeout for Springfield. But the Springfield team, as I was saying, has done a great job double teaming up top. Union setting a lot of picks on those sweep dodges. But these Union players have not done a great job of turning, moving the ball, and trying to take advantage of these double teams. Most players have tried to split them, has led to a lot of turnovers for the Union team. You see Mackay Taylor tries to split the double. That's a turnover for him. We saw Popko a couple times earlier tried to split it, led to turnovers for him. And even Emmett Lime just a few minutes ago had a turnover trying to split that double team. So it's been a strategy that's been really working for Springfield, and they're going to stick to it, double teaming on those picks up top unless Union spins and tries to make a play off of it. Because Union hasn't had success splitting them so far today. Pull up some team stats as we have the timeout here. As you see the turnovers, Springfield is kind of caught up in turnovers because they had a couple ill-advised clears, but 17 turnovers on the day for Union. Those have been some clearing issues, and those have a lot have been turnovers on the offensive end. Not as much bad passes as just ill-advised dodges into space and a great double team from Springfield. Union is 16 for 18 on the clear. Face-offs, Union's dominated, but the possession difference is coming in those turnovers. Springfield has 9 caused turnovers on the day. Along with Springfield having 8 assists on their 11 goals. It's really what they've done so far is just pass the ball well, find the holes, and take good shots. Union's had a lot more wealth of shots, but not as good placement. A lot of them just heading to the end line, and a couple heading right to the stick of Quirk. Now shot comes. Bouncer goes wide. Quirk didn't have a good look at that one. Emmett Lyon, big chance there from the wing. Unable to get it to go. Two-point lead still for Springfield. Under 6 minutes to go now. Holland shot. Great save by Quirk offside. And he goes for the home run clear. He makes it. That's number 14, Jackson Lane, the short stick D-Midi graduate student. Runs it all the way down. He'll take it behind. He's covered still by Holland. This Union squad's been up and down defensively so far this game. They're going to try to switch at the midfield line. On comes Patrick Riley. This Union team's been quick to slide, which was hurting them early on this game, but lately they've been sticking hard on those double teams and doing a better job of keeping the man inside of the double, and had a couple turnovers off of that. That's how they secured their last possession. Lucy now forcing down the alley. That's Matt Webb. Webb's going to try to take advantage of this. Right-handed shot, low angle, easy save coming for D'Angelo. Bounces out, chased down by number 29, Jack Deignan. Deignan sweeps up top. He gets the switch. Now it'll be Patrick Riley defending. Riley sets his stick high. Tries to force him down the alley. Does a good job. Keeps him down. Now forces him behind. Deignan's going to pull him behind and try to isolate. On the crease, watch out for Tierney. He's been the bane of this Union defense so far today. Tierney right now covered by number 40, Seamus Foley. Foley also functioning as the two slide here behind Weitzel. Weitzel steps off, but great defense from Patrick Riley. No slide needed. They wasted a lot of time there. Now 10 seconds on the shot clock. Turn, Webb, shot, deflects. Reset on the shot clock. That's a big-time win for this Springfield team, who really only needs to survive the next 4 minutes with their 2-goal lead. It was a good shot and a good save coming from D'Angelo, but the shot clock reset is a brutal turn for Union. Patrick Riley again behind, this time a different Dodger, and Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer, the assist leader coming in today. 3 assists, 2 goals for this Springfield team. Bergmeyer's working. Patrick Riley trying to exhaust him on this defensive set. Feed to the inside. Has a chance. Great save coming from D'Angelo. Another good ball movement from Springfield, but D'Angelo even better right now. And a dropped pass inches away from going out. Timeout looked early. A little bit of conflict there. I think the Springfield coaches were saying that timeout was called before he had the ball. But Coach Witherford would get it, getting the ground ball. Really important ground ball was Walker Popko after a dropped pass, which could have turned to another fateful turnover for Union, but they'll hold the ball. 2:58 left in this fourth quarter, down by 2. This Union offense has the talent to be able to get their shots, has the talent to be able to score. They just need to find the right shot locations. At times, Caden Quirk has shown a lot of skill in goal today, but also I think Union hasn't challenged him enough with their shot placement. Union scored so far today. McAvoy with 2 and Popko with 4. Those are our leaders. Sula had 1 early on. We had Line have 1 early on. And Hayes and Pike had one earlier. That line with Pike and Lime is dangerous. As you see, Pike starting up now, has the short stick matchup, rolls, finds some space, moves it behind to McAvoy. McAvoy sends it back up top. It'll be Makai Taylor on this line. He'll be working the line. Peter Kipp yet to find the goal today. He's who Union would normally look to in these situations, but does have an assist. Line feed to the inside. Pike sends a backhander, gets knocked down for it. And Quirk's in there hyped up. Some great job for his defense for clearing the crease, but also a good get from Pike. Just wasn't able to get it on net. Now Kipp has the space. Check goes, knocks Kipp down, making the shot fly well wide. Chase down from McAvoy behind, 17 on the shot clock, 2:11 in the game, still trailing by 2 goals. They have the face-off talent to get another possession if they need, but first they need a goal. Tough pass to be controlled by Popko. Luckily, he swats it out for himself and is able to pick it up. Now Line. Pike, 2 seconds on the shot clock. Line wide open in the middle, 10-yard shot, and he lets it go. Line, his second goal of the day, his second goal of the season, coming when Union needs it most. Good ball movement. They find Line wide open and a big hole in the defense for Springfield. Makes this a 1-goal game. Now all down to Luke McHugh. Still under 2 minutes, so well enough time even if Union loses this face-off. But that's not what they're looking for here. Luke McHugh has done a fantastic job so far today. Had a little bit of a tough first quarter, but then since then it's been 17 of 22 for him. And part of that has been his wings, great wings in John Sula and Patrick Riley. Sula looks like he wants to take this one on his own. The Springfield defense recovers to the hole nicely, but Sula's not going to stop. And Union will call a timeout just to make sure Sula doesn't do anything crazy. Talk over the last minute 37. We'll be back for the end of this game. Union currently trailing by 1, 11-10. Back out on the field. Final minute 37. Union with possession off of a huge win from Luke McHugh and a big-time ground ball coming from John Sula. Midfield line will be Lime, has 2 goals tonight. He was one of the starters last year for this team, and he's looking to take his big step forward this season, and has today. He's been working with Makai Taylor, the speedy sophomore. Popko, so far the leading scorer for Union, has 2 goals today. Peter Kipp, one of the premier scorers from last year, hasn't been able to find the back of the net today, but maybe will here. Hazen Pike will be the 3rd midfielder. Also has 1 today. Makes his way up to Kipp. Kipp has the long pole. Leaving Pike with the short stick matchup. Line works, dodges down the alley. Not much room for him. Draws his pole behind, has some space. Backhand shot flies wide. Took some kind of deflection, leading to it on the sideline, chased down by Makai Taylor. 46.3 left, but only 16 left on the shot clock. Union needs to put 1 on net. Swim dodge for Pike. Sends it to Kipp. Kipp will rip one. It will make it to the goalie. I think that one got blocked down in front. Now Union has to work hard on this clear. Under 30 seconds left. Union's got to press out as hard as they can. Pole running it all the way to the corner. That's Reese Whitney. And Whitney gets trapped on the sideline, but a astute timeout from the Springfield coaching staff. That was Keith Bugby calling a timeout. Now it'll give Union a little bit time to plan their play to jump this ball handler. Union's going to start with 2 poles on the ball, probably bring the goalie out of net as soon as possible. With only 22.1 left, you really need to get this turnover within 10 seconds to have a chance to convert down to the other end and get a shot on net. It's 11-10. Right now. We'll go over some stats. Union, the real struggle has been turnovers today. 18 turnovers. And also, they've just really struggled to put shots in the right location. They have 53 shots today. Dwarfing Springfield shots down by almost 20. But haven't been able to have the same accuracy as Springfield has. They've put a lot of shots just not on net, and sometimes the shots that they have put on net have gone right into the stick. But Union looks to make the change here. Double teaming the ball. It'll be Weitzel along with Kyle Goodwin, sophomore defense from Newton, Mass. Oh, and there's a sneaking Springfield guy around. If the ref blew that whistle any quicker, it would have been an easy pass to get out of trouble. He'll be able to run by Goodwin, but a good check from Weitzel puts the ball on the ground. It trickles out. 16.9 left. The refs are stopping any quick restart. I don't know what the issue is. Now a free sub is coming for both teams. Don't know who that's more advantageous for. Springfield probably has all their best short stick D-minis on the field already just to run around with the ball on that possession. They don't need any offense. I don't know what this delay is for. Maybe a shot clock or a clock. But Union will get all their substitutions on. Get their long poles off the field. Union only 2 long poles on the field now. Holding the ball, I believe that's Goodwin. He picked it up right after the takeaway. I want to highlight the takeaway was from number 6, Chris Weitzel. Threw a good slap check on the end line and let it go out. Now goes to goalie Thomas D'Angelo. D'Angelo's got to move quick with this one. Now at 10 seconds, ball goes on the floor. They have to hit a home run pass at this point. 6. Shot from the midline. Gets deflected out front, gets picked up. 0 seconds, and not a chance there. Just not a great ride coming from Springfield. Not able to get the clear quick enough. And Springfield mobs their goalie. Their first win of the season. They'll move to 1-2 as Union will drop to 0-2 after a tough loss. End score will be 11-10 in favor of Springfield. We'll have another game later this week. I believe Wednesday night versus Williams here in Schenectady, New York. Thank you for tuning in.